'cause you are my everything, and I can do anything. Go put that on everything, oh, for you.
Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. In
Meet
today
the
vlogs, yes, she contradict me. In today vlog, we're going to talk about how we met. Meet the
Ajays, guys. Hi, how are you?
now. This video is about how we all start our journey from then until now. So stay tuned. It's going to be a long journey with lots of interesting topic, and we're going to answer some question also when that time come. Okay, this is only the beginning. So you say, baby,
I'm ready.
you're ready.
Born ready.
All right, here she said she born ready. So I mean, so guys, basically it's from 2010, and a simple phone call which I was introduced by someone that we spoke on the phone for a few seconds, and in that few seconds I felt like it was something I can't really explain, because it was not intention in my mind that I want to know this person. Is just that chemistry in the voice, how the person answered the phone, and then from there we haven't seen each other or anything like that, only on the phone that day we talk, but the way how you call a call center or someone and that approach from that person or those person who answer the phone, how they sound. But at that time when I heard this lady here, this beautiful lady here, answer the phone, it was something like a magnet. But I mean, I did have to just hold that to me. I couldn't really say it, because then that gonna cause controversy, I would call it. On a Trinidad we say bacchanal, right? In a Jamaica they say drama. So I mean, from there, we didn't see each other till again 2010 upward, as we work in the cruise ship industry, so it
Yes,
was a
guys,
journey
that's how
from
we
there.
met
So
in 2010, July to be precise. We met on the Norwegian Pearl. That ship was sailing
that's
to Alaska.
Norwegian cruise line, right?
Yes,
True.
that ship was sailing to Alaska, and yours truly here had no idea what she was getting into in aspect of cruise ship and the cruise ship industry, being an employee on board.
So true.
And as Michael said, I spoke with him in 2008 or 2009. I can't recall the year, but I remember having numerous conversations with him. Just hi, hello, how you doing, normal conversation on the phone with him through someone that I knew for a number of years. And we had planned to, do ships together, do contracts together, as young people living your life, enjoying yourself, exploring,
True.
traveling the world and all these things. And we had planned to, do this together. But again, I get to know him from the individual, right? And with that being said, 2010, when I joined the ship in Seattle, there was this gentleman waiting right on the gangway, standing right there with the securities. I didn't know who he was because I've spoken to him in the past on the phone, never met him, so I didn't know who the person is physically.
How me look?
Yes, how you look. And when
You
I
don't
get
look
to
bad
the
though.
no,
Okay.
you look good.
Just ask you.
Really?
True.
Yeah, so as I get on the gangway, you have there's procedures and protocols in place where you have to hand over certain documents before you can join the vessel. But this gentleman came down the gangway, took my suitcase, took my carry-on. So in my mind and in my head,
I was waiting.
I am thinking to myself that, somebody is new joining the ship. So this is something that they have in place for the newcomers or the new joiners, as they would call them. not knowing that this was Mr. J, and Mr. J is who I spoke to in the past. Him, take it from.
Yeah, we didn't really have any idea of how each other look or anything like that, only I guess in in some conversation we're doing like a description of a person, but as what you said, generally you don't really have those things like, but that day you're expecting somebody that you will know now who you've been talking to, so you got to make sure and
So
see
you
about
was
that person.
excited.
Yes, because I mean, I haven't like know anyone that will come, personally. So that day was really a day that I was looking for. It was very excited to see somebody that you talked to already. They're gonna come on board. So you got to make sure that person know the routine, that they don't fail them exam. They do, they don't. So
With that being said, guys, I can tell you that, I was lost. I get lost many times trying to find my room, trying to, do things on my own.
yes, that
And it's a
happened.
norm for new
Yes,
joiners when you
yes.
join this ship, because there's a lot of things that you need to absorb at one time. But, sometimes we have pride and we don't want to ask people. But I can say that Mr. James was very helpful. He was very, very helpful in helping me do my escape routes, finding my master station for the drill,
It was
the
it was
training
good.
room, the messes where you can eat, where you can go, where you're not allowed. There was so much, and he was so, so helpful. And, you know, he left, he finished his contract, he
Yeah.
left.
I am contract that are 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, and I was on a 6 month contract, you know.
My
But
contract was 8 months.
and in regard to what you was saying about loss, it do happen, Cause the ship is like a floating hotel, So you can imagine you have a capacity of, 3,500 passengers and over 1,000 crew members. So it's a busy place. It's you get some deck up to deck 18. So it do happen, and it's frustrating in the first half. So you're expecting someone, so you want to make sure that that person doesn't fall with in that category,
But
that they
guys,
fail the exam.
without cutting him across, he is saying that, to help others, in other words, so in that capacity, so they don't fail or they don't fall. But he had ulterior motives. Yeah,
Ah,
he had ulterior motives, because for me saying this, he was extra nice. I know that we both knew someone in common, I understand that. And I started to disappear when I learned the ropes. It's not that I was ungrateful and not being, nice, but
but
I
you
would
say
see
that
him
I have ulterior
everywhere.
motive.
I
No,
would see him everywhere,
the ulterior motive I have was to make sure that you were being taken care of, as I know you from a good friend of mine. Now, as I said, we not don't want to call names or all of this
Please,
stuff,
please
or
don't.
go into too much of details about this and that. But in that case, everything was just neutral. You talk to someone, then you get to know them. Then you have a
Yes, for
connection.
you it was neutral, but for
Yeah.
me, I feel like, no man. One person could be so nice.
But I am nice.
Yes, you are. You
Okay.
are nice, but
Okay. Okay.
he was too nice. I didn't have to,
To you though.
Yeah, well, to me, I don't know about the rest. You understand? If there was the rest, because let me tell you, the ship ain't easy. Yeah? A lot of crazy thing goes on there. If you don't have a strong mind, a strong head on your body, trust me. Yeah? Okay. So with that being said, not straying from the topic, um, yeah, he was nice. So I started to, keep my distance. I started to avoid the individual, which is
Me.
Mr. James. Yes, I started to avoid him because, the good friend of his was also a friend of mine's. Yeah, and that is how I get to know him. And I recognize that things in my eyes, I could have seen where this was going to. So I started to avoid him. He left, he finished his contract, he left, and I finished my contract, and then I went home on vacation.
And then it is so surprising that when I go down to her country, which is Trinidad, I go to stay in her house. The house that I was staying in was her house.
Yes, guys,
And
it may
then,
sound a bit complicated, but this friend of mine, this individual, um, was staying at my place, right? But